Paris. It's known as the city of love, culture, and cuisine. It's one of the most famous tourist destinations in the world, and in this video, I wanted to see what I could do in a day with a budget of $100.
I'm in Paris for what must be, I think, the 16th time. Being Tamil, one of the great perks about being Tamil is that I have relatives all over the globe, and in fact, I have a few cousins in Paris, and hence why I've been here so many times. In fact, I'm with my cousin right now. She's sort of my unofficial tour guide for the day, but she's a bit camera shy, so sadly doesn't want to be on camera. But yeah, based on current conversion rates, $100 is 93 euros, so that's my budget for the day. And within that, I want to see an attraction, eat some local French food, and maybe buy a souvenir or two. Because I've been to Paris so many times, I've actually seen most tourist attractions around here. So I'm going to try and visit a tourist attraction that I haven't seen before. So hopefully I can find a nice hidden gem for you guys. I should also probably mention that I'm staying with my cousin who lives in Zone 4 of Paris. So to get into the centre of Paris, I had to get an all-day travel card, which costs for zones 1 to 4, which cost me 13 euros. So that's already 13 euros off my budget. So I only have 80 euros left for the rest of the day. I think to get an all-day travel card around Zone 1 is only about 6 euros, but that only really covers the metros, whereas the travel card I've got also covers trains. So the first place I've come to on my day out in Paris is a place called Atelier de Lumière. It's sort of a light museum, as you can probably guess by the name if you speak French. It's supposed to be quite sort of highly rated on TripAdvisor, so good to see. It will be good to see what it's like. Being a museum, I'm not sure how much I'll be able to film inside, but hopefully I can and give you guys a glimpse of what there is to see. Not gonna lie, that was not worth it. It was currently at the museum they have a Tintin exhibition going on, or I should say Tonton, which is the French pronunciation. Tonton is essentially a French cartoon character, so there's loads of little kids just running about the whole place. Yeah, it wasn't really worth it if I'm brutally honest. There wasn't a whole lot to see either, and quite expensive for a museum ticket. It was 18 euros. Might be worth going if you've got like a family with little kids who are sort of under the ages of 7 or 8, but otherwise not really. They do run out of exhibitions, I've been reliably told by my cousin, but unfortunately we just had to go on the wrong day. The day I'm filming this video is the 22nd of January, which is Lunar New Year. So in honor of that, my cousin wanted to come to Chinatown to try some local Asian food, which is what we've done. We're planning to eat at a place called K Chimak, which I actually think is Korean, not Chinese. But yeah, hopefully it'll be some good food, and Happy Lunar New Year to any of you guys celebrating. They were playing quite loud music inside, so unfortunately I couldn't really film much, but yeah, the food was really good. Got myself a K-burger, some chips, and we split some wings between us, so in total it came to about 14 euros and 50 cents. So I have about 40 something euros left, I think, in my budget for the day. I can't remember exactly. I'm sure I'll put like a little caption down here that shows you exactly how much I have left. But yeah, it's good food, very filling. I know it wasn't quite the French cuisine I was after, but we are planning to go to a cafe later in the day, and Paris is known for its cafe culture, so that's a must. Yeah, just walking down Chinatown at the moment. I think there's a parade going on today to celebrate Lunar New Year, so trying to find that, and hopefully we can catch a glimpse of it. Slight change in plan. We can't seem to work out when the parade starts or where it even starts from, and as you can probably tell, it's way too cold to be standing out here doing nothing. I feel like I picked the worst weekend to come to Paris. It somehow feels colder than London. It's only like 2 or 3 degrees, but it feels like -5, especially with like the wind and everything, the whole wind chill factor. So yeah, the plan is now we're going to head towards the centre of Paris, maybe up towards like the Arc de Triomphe sort of area, and yeah, just chill around there for a bit, explore the area. Like I said, I have seen it before, but it's been a while, been more than 10 years, so it'd be good to see that area again. I know at the start of this video I said I'd been to most tourist attractions within Paris, but one of the most famous ones that I haven't been to is the Louvre, and more specifically to see the Mona Lisa. Now, today being a Sunday, I know the queues to see the Mona Lisa can be quite long, so I'm not going to go today, but it's definitely on my bucket list, and hopefully I'll do it in a quieter day sometime in the future. So long-time viewers of the channel would know that I love collecting postcards from wherever I travel to. I'm quite confident I do have one from Paris. The last time I went to Paris was about 6-7 years ago, so I am confident I do have one, but just in case I don't, I'm going to grab one whenever I find the next sort of tourist/souvenir shop. Right, I found the tourist shops. I've got a few postcards, so let's pick one from here. They all look okay. I think I'm going to get this one.
I'm doing a voiceover here as sadly the audio didn't record properly. So we went to the Café de Tuileries on the Rue de Rivoli, which is one of the most famous streets in Paris. Upon my cousin's recommendation, we got some tea and Café Gourmand. Café Gourmand is a French delicacy, which essentially consists of coffee and a selection of pastries and desserts in a bite-sized form. Each cafe in Paris provides their own version of this, and in the Tuileries Cafe, this came in the form of a panna cotta, creme brulee, and French toast, along with a small cup of espresso.
The cafe was about 15 euros, 15 cents. A little bit on the pricey side, but it's good to always get a taste of that authentic Parisian culture. It was definitely worth it. The Café Gourmand was a pleasant surprise, and definitely something you guys should try out. There's loads of cafes around Paris. The most popular cafe I think in Paris is Angelina, which is what we wanted to go to originally, but when we walked past, there was like such a long queue for it. I think we'd have had to be in that queue for over an hour, and considering how cold it was, that just wasn't an option. So we went to the cafe down the road, which was the Tuileries, and that was pretty good as well. So definitely worth checking out one of those two cafes if you're nearby the Louvre. So right now I'm on probably the most famous road in Paris, which is the Champs-Élysées. It's by far like the most famous street in Paris. It's sort of where all like the high-end fashion shops are, and just to add to its glamour, it leads right to the Arc de Triomphe, which is another landmark within Paris that you guys have to see. If you guys didn't know, it's sort of, the Arc de Triomphe is dedicated towards, if I'm correct, soldiers who died in the world wars, and I think there's an unidentified soldier who's buried there, and there's a flame there that's sort of lit all the time, so that's what it stands for. It's also in the middle of like a roundabout where 12 different roads lead to, so yeah, it's a really fantastic piece of sort of French history. Definitely something you guys have to check out whenever you come to France, and the best bit is it's just for you to check out. So about to head back out of Paris, but just before I do, my sister told me to get her something from Paris, and as you guys all know, she loves her food, especially her desserts. So I'm gonna get her a box of macaroons. Macaroons? Apologies if I butchered that. In fact, apologies for all the French pronunciations I've butchered today. But yeah, I'm gonna get a box of those and take it home with me. So macaroons acquired. It was 23 euros for 7 of them. Considering they're about this size, I thought that was very expensive. Apparently that's a standard price for them around here, and we got them from a place called Pierre, which is apparently famous for making macaroons. But yeah, hopefully it's worth it, and I'll get my sister to sort of post it on her Instagram page once she has it. So make sure you follow on a Food Diary by Saj. And I guess that 23 euros basically wipes out my 100 euros for the day. I've only got about 5 euros left. It's not a huge amount I can do with that, and considering how cold it is and how cold it's getting, we're going to head out the city right now and go back to my cousin's place, which is just on the outskirts of Paris. But yeah, that brings me to the end of this Paris video. If I do have one final tip for you guys, it is to get a travel card. I feel like it makes life so much easier traveling around Paris. The metro system around here is pretty good, so definitely get a travel card and make use of it. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like and subscribe and do all that good stuff. Like I said, one thing I'm trying to do in 2023 is do more international trips and make more international videos, which I enjoy more, and hopefully you guys enjoy watching as well. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.